Coach, why don't you start us off with an opening statement?
Yeah, happy to get the victory. An ugly win is a lot better than a pretty loss, and that needs to be the moral of our story today. We owned them in the first half, decided we weren't going to play defense and give them two big pass plays to make it 21-7 at halftime, but we might have, I don't know, if there were 55 plays ran in the first half, we might have won 53 of them. It was really close to that. We go into halftime, we're up 14. We come out in the second half and didn't play quite as well on offense as we should have in the second half, and then we didn't cover anybody on defense. The defensive backfield was in disarray, and they took advantage of that, as they should. But here, Spencer, here's what happened: is we were extremely gritty in that second half, and the pick six by Cam may have saved us today from a win-loss standpoint, and then Raymond Crump seals the deal with the interception at the end. But I just thought we were gritty on offense and defense, special teams in that fourth quarter.
You said earlier this week there was an emphasis on getting off to a hot start. What was different compared to prior weeks with a 21-0 beginning?
The young men just ready to play mentally. I can't sit and get a neurologist maybe to analyze some things, but it's between our ears because we're talented enough. Spencer, if you can be really good in the fourth quarter, you can be really good in the first quarter and vice versa.
Your team in the second half, it gets a little bit close. Northern Alabama at one point has the ball with a chance to drive down and take the lead, and you get the pick six as they started inching their way back into the game. What was the message to your team in those huddles?
Yeah, Cam's going to get a lot of credit for that pick six, and as he should, but the pass rush was really good on that play, and them hitting the quarterback as he threw it made him airmail that thing into the middle of the field. The message is always the same, Spencer. Play the next play. If we're up 21, let's play the next play and keep our foot on the gas and keep it going. And if we're down 21, let's play our next play and get the foot on the gas and keep it going.
What did you see from Jackson Berry in the passing game today?
Jackson was extremely sharp in the first half, not quite as sharp in the second half, but he had command of the offense, and he was decisive today. And when he does that, he's usually pretty good.
How did you feel about the guy sitting to your right, Targi Lamson, and another 166 yards and 3 touchdowns today?
166, so he's 13 short of what he needs for 2,000 yards. Hey, you bum. Great football player. One of my all-time favorites, just his approach to the football game and how blue-collar he is and his work ethic on and off the field.
Targi, another game where you have over 150 rushing yards and multiple touchdowns. It kind of feels like deja vu for me trying to think of a question to ask you at this point. So is there anything you want to say after the game? Because I'm out.
Yeah, shout out to my O-line and my coaches for putting me in position to score and make big plays.
3 touchdowns in the first half. How does that feel carrying the ball and finding pay dirt that often?
I feel blessed. I'm glad I can be put in these situations and I can come through for my team, and that's really just blessed.
I could tell you right now how many yards you need to break the Southern Utah single-season all-time rushing record. If you don't want to know, I won't tell you.
I want to know.
223 yards over the final 2 games.
Okay.
What does it mean to you to be in that position with 2 contests left?
It's just special, to break a record anywhere. I put a lot of hard work into this, and to see, a lot of my work starting to pay off, it's it's amazing.
It looked like there were a lot of patient runs today. What was that North Alabama defense doing to make you do that?
It's stacking the box. They try to stop the run, but I think our offensive line and receivers blocking down the field, still getting stuff done. So I think it's a huge testament to our O-line and receivers blocking, and the coaches putting us in a good position to win.
Cam, I want to go to you on that interception. Just talk us through what happened there.
I'll just shout out to my D lineman to get in there, getting the breakup, and then I was just thinking while the ball was hanging in the air, just got to come down with it. Just got to make sure I come down with it. And then once I did, I just got my way in the end zone. Shout out to my blockers, too, on the defense.
When you were running down that sideline, what
How does that feel as a defensive player to be able to say, shout out to my blockers?
Yeah. It feels great.
You do that your whole life.
Yep, it feels great.
What's going through your head when you're going down that sideline after that moment of don't drop the easiest interception of my career?
Well, I was just make sure I get in the end zone because I know they was trying to make their way back and stuff, so I know it was a big factor in the game.
They had a lot of success throwing the football. Their quarterback went for over 400 yards in the air. What was tough about defending their passing game today?
They did a lot of crossing routes, so it kind of messed up the defense's coverages a little bit. So just being able to bounce back with Crump's interception too. It was a big win for us.
What does it say about that defensive back unit that, they had a lot of success, they had the quick drives, a bunch of 70-yard completions and whatnot, but that you guys were able to seal the game with 2 interceptions in the fourth quarter?
It's just a big shout out to them guys. Just kept working, never put their head down, and just kept fighting the whole game.
Gabe, 7 catches, 94 yards today. What were you seeing from your quarterback in the pocket?
I just saw him throwing the ball more, being more confident in himself, being more sharp, like Coach said, and doing his job.
You look like you had some pretty contested catches out there. Was there anything special that went into that, or extra preparation, or was it just one of those days?
Just attack the ball, see the ball, get the ball, attack it in there.
Offensively, you guys put up 38 points, and obviously you're just one of many guys that contributes to that, but how does it feel to see everybody, including yourself, having that sort of success right now?
Good. It feels good. When our whole offense is on the same page and doing their job and doing their 1/11th, we could be pretty good.
How much fun is it to play wide receiver when you've got a running back in Targi Lampson over here that draws so much attention?
Makes a lot of good matchups, a lot of one-on-ones. And as a receiver, you just love one-on-ones. Make one guy miss, you're gone.
Coach, just a quick look ahead to Central Arkansas next week. What do you want your team to carry over from this matchup into that one?
Yeah, I don't know what the result of Central Arkansas's game was today. I know they came into the season as one of, if not the most talented team in the conference. 2 NFL caliber running backs, an NFL caliber defensive end, and NFL caliber safety. So they're not lacking on talent from any at any aspect.
Coach, any final thoughts?
No, go Thunderbirds.